Let's search for the pattern Alaska in the states file. Okay, we got 3 hits there. Now, what if we want to only see the patterns we matched? We'll do the same search again, but we'll add the -O option. You can see that the -o precisely extracts the matching pattern, and not the entire line the matching pattern is found on. But let's demonstrate this concept from a few different angles, because there are some details that you are going to want to be aware of. I'm John. I've spent 15 years in cyber, from the military to FANG level organizations, and I find the complexity of IT fascinating, but I also think we overcomplicate things. If we just explained cyber better, more people would get it and actually enjoy it. With that being said, let's jump in and look at the grep-o option more thoroughly. Grep-o will display only the matching pattern and not the entire line the pattern is found on. That's great because it gives us clean output, but this could also be a problem because we are not receiving the context or data surrounding the matches we found. Depending on what you're trying to accomplish, this may not matter, but it is something to be aware of. Now, I need to show you a few more details, so let's go back to our shell. Now let's see the line numbers where the matches are found. We'll use the -N option for this. If you want to know more about the -N option, watch Grep Bootcamp 8. Now, so we have some context of what we're doing, let's look inside the states file. BI states. Here you can see we have Alaska on line 2, Alaska on line 3, and Alaska inside the word Alaskatan on line 4. So 2, 3, and 4 have the pattern Alaska. We'll do our regular search for Alaska, and we'll put the -N option in there. And you can see here it tells us lines 2, 3, and 4 have the pattern Alaska. Now let's see the same search, but with the -O option added to it as well. There you go. You can see that it pulled the pattern Alaska out of line 2, and it pulled Alaska on line 3, and it pulled Alaska on line 4, but it left off the Alaskatan, the tan part. Now there's another detail to keep in mind. We know that grep-O will give us the match, but it will also display 1 line per match, even if those matches are found on the same line. Let me show you what I'm saying to help it make sense. So we'll open the states file again to the pattern Idaho. You can see here that Idaho with a lowercase I can be found twice on line 15 of the states file. But the trick is that the -O option will display the pattern Idaho on 2 different lines, even though it's found on the same line inside the file. So we'll go grep-O Idaho states file. See how we have the pattern Idaho here on 1 line and the pattern Idaho here on the 2nd line. So if we add the N option, you can see here that it even tells us line 15 has the pattern Idaho, line 15 again has the pattern Idaho, because the pattern Idaho is found twice on line 15, as you can see here. The -O option of grep is pretty nice because it gives us a clean output, but we need to keep in mind that if we use it exclusively, we will lose some context, and it may trick us into thinking that there are more lines in the file with our pattern than we think. That's it for the -O option. If there's a Linux topic you'd like broken down simply, clearly, and thoroughly, drop it in the comments. And thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.